Hi, I'm Jo from Jo's Paradise of Colour. Sorry I've not done any filming for a while. I've been trying to sort out some personal stuff, but I'm back, and for today's I'm going to be showing you a big long process of how I dye my yarn and fibre. I'm going to start from the start to the finish. I'm going to speed it up in some sections to shorten the video, because the entire process of today's work will be roughly maybe the entire day. I have about 600 grams of 18.5 micron merino in tops to dye. As well, I have 800 grams of 18 micron merino in commercial cone. So commercial spun from Nundle Woolen Mills, in a lovely soft, pretty sure this is 18, but it could be 22 microns, but it is very nice yarn. I will be probably buying more. This is 400 grams and I've got 2 of them, so I'll skein them up in this video too, speed up the process because it's going to take a long time just to prep the fibre. I've also got Angora kid mohair to dye also. Lovely little locks. So I need to bag them up into 25 gram lots, and then I will probably not have time with all this dyeing, so I'll have to do another video. But I need to set some yarn that I've been making over the past couple of weeks, and this one's Outback. You may have seen it on my social media platforms, but it is the most beautiful yarn that I've been making lately. I have made 5 of these so far. I have to make 1 more, they're for an order. And then what else have I been making? I've been making lots of stuff. I've been very busy. I just finished making these minis. There's 5 in the purple and salmon. The other day I finished making these pretties. They're under the sea. They will be on my Etsy this week sometime, depending on when I get to set these. Set the twist. Last week I made these pretties, little minis. And there's 7 of them, and I tried a new spin. So it's beehives on a single ply. My wrist was very sore. I couldn't make any more than one little mini. And then I Also have lots of mini sets to dye in another video. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of 5 in the 2-ply. And I have 4 bags of the thick and thin 5 mini skein sets. So I do have a lot of dyeing videos coming up in the next week or 2. So stay tuned for them and keep an eye on my Etsy shop for those minis. They will be $10 each. And they all roughly give, the 2-ply ones give around 25 meters. And the thick and thin ones are around 19 meters each. I will probably share a little bit of the making of this one, seeing I've got one more to make, which will be out next week. Next month I start doing up kits for lessons. So if you want to learn anything that I'm showing on the YouTube and you want to use the same fiber and color that I will be making, I will be selling the kits on my Etsy shop and my Buy Me a Coffee page. I do have kits for March, April on my Buy Me a Coffee page already. So there's only limited spots. If you want to have a look and get in now, I've already sold a couple for March. There's probably 3 or 4 spots left. I will be doing a tutorial lesson on Zoom at the end of March. So at the end of each month I will be doing a tutorial. So if you're interested in that, it's only the cost of the box, the kit. The kit comes with everything that you'll need to make it. It's just a more in-depth learning lesson if you want to learn the entire process. So go and have a look at that. Keep an eye on my Etsy shop because I will be starting to sell them on there as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're interested, that's what I'm going to be doing this year. So yeah, let's get into this video. It's going to be pretty quick. Considering how much work I've got to do today. So I'm going to just speed it up, put music to the sped up bits, show a little bit of the information on how I do all the dyes and stuff, what type of dyes I'm using. Unless I run out of time, and I'm just going to speed up the entire process, put music on, and then if you want to learn how to dye to perfection every time and do large amounts consistently every time, I'm going to be doing tutorial lessons as well in a couple months time. So keep an eye out for that, and keep it in mind. If you do want to learn, I'm going to take you through an in-depth lesson in how I make and dye everything to perfection 100% every time I go to do it. So anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to pan you down I am weighing up all the fibre into 100 grams each top. Then I will be setting it, or putting it in the wash. It's a hot water vinegar mix in the bath this time because I got so much to dye. I want to get it all soaked through straight away so I can get through the dyeing process. The dyeing process takes 60 minutes per 300 grams of painting the fibre. Painting the yarn is a lot quicker. Doesn't take a lot of you know, painting and stuff because it's already pretty much soaks it up real good, and yeah, it's a lot quicker. Takes like 30 minutes to dye the yarn. But anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so I've already done 100 grams and I need to do another 5. These will be dyed up for my March kit. So if you love the colour of these ones as I'm dyeing them, and you want to get in to having a kit for yourself, you can purchase on my Buy Me a Coffee page at the moment, which is available. $47 includes postage Australia-wide. If you want one and you're in interstate or international, let me know. The price of the kit is $38 plus postage. It comes with 100 grams hand-dyed top, 18 microns. It also comes with silk thread for plying, and 25 grams of kid mohair. All hand painted except for the silk. That's so I can pull them out without touching the fibre and stressing it out while it's wet. Alright, that's 600 grams. One is done. I have another 7 to make. This is a workout. Alright, to be continued, and I should be showing you how I prep my table and get all my dies ready. See you soon. Whew. I just skeined up 6.5 skeins of the merino cone. I am buggered. I'm not going to do any more today. Oh, that's a lot of that's a lot of exercise. I got a little tiny one out of that. So I got about 114 meters extra on the cone that said there was 720 meters. So that's pretty cool, extra for me. I've bagged up enough locks for 6 kits. That's 25 grams per kit. That is plenty to make the yarn that I'll be showing you on at the end of March. You'll have, if you do grab one, there will be 3 available. I've already sold a couple and I need to keep one for myself. There will be enough product in the kit for you to make at least 100 plus grams of yarn. So that's something of this size equivalent. Okay, the colors I am going for is a mustard, green and some brown colorway, and the locks will be a turquoise. So it's going to be very pretty yarn, and everyone spins differently, so I really am going to be looking forward to seeing your skeins after you're finished. For the tutorials, I will be showing you how to spin it up as a mini. That way I can get all of the teaching into one video. So probably a 25 gram mini for the tutorial teaching, and then I'll let you go for your life. Enjoy it and create something spectacular, and then show me at the end of the month your creation on one of my pages, either Facebook page, probably the admirers page. That way you can share the photos and everyone else can see. Okay, I will show you the amount of stuff that I just prepped, so it like all in one go. So we have 600 grams of beautiful tops. the locks to go with the tops, and the commercial spun yarn for another order. That is a charity order. It gets made into knitwear and then gets sent off for the children of war-stricken countries. Gives them something special for themselves to keep themselves warm next to the fire, and just makes them feel a little bit loved, some extra love. So I think I'm pretty proud to be a part of that. I will be dyeing these tomorrow, and I will be dyeing them up in very bright colors for the kids. And then I'll also be dyeing up the locks and the tops as well. So I will continue tomorrow. Stay tuned. Bye for now.